Yeah. They even give it to British singers, you know, that sing in American accents.
Yeah, they get smoked.
Yeah, you know, Georgia Smith sings
LMA as well.
LMA. But Georgia Smith is actually sings more British, you know.
Oh yeah, very.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Very clear.
Do you get what I'm saying? But like you have LMA and all them
sounds,
that sound
she
mad
blew in
American.
America and then like,
Yeah. Booed up like
yeah, and then she's doing interviews and everyone's just like,
yeah, you sound like this. Yeah.
like where you from?
Accent thing, I have a bone to pick with them.
You know what? Yeah, until recently, until last like 5 years, I felt like singing in the American accent was like the only way to sing properly.
I used to think that as well.
It's like you remember. So when I heard that they're angry at British, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the way to sing. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know, how would you sing in a British accent? Like
Georgia Smith does it.
doing Adele type songs.
No, again, there's like
People do it.
People do it. It's
Does
just
Adele sound American
She doesn't even sound.
when she sings?
hello from the other side. She does sound American, but she sounds like a singer. She sounds like I understand it. Singers,
But that's what I'm saying.
I understand.
The
like
singing,
someone like
singing is American.
Lily Allen now.
Yeah.
She sounds British.
yeah. You can't sound British with
She
your
sounds
song.
British.
The kind of music she does allows her accent to come out.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I understand it.
Oh, so you're saying the kind of music.
yeah,
I understand it. Ballads like slow songs.
You can't do a ballad
I
in a
understand.
British accent. Like
No.
where
You haven't seen it. You can do it.
Yeah,
you just haven't seen
Mahalia,
it.
yeah,
Mahalia
Mahalia.
No, but you can.
play a song now, play a Mahalia ballad. Actually, no, let's
What?
not.
What?
Let's
We'll
play later. We'll play later.
Yeah, no, but that I'm saying I understand the songs. You like Adele type songs, like usually we're used to hearing American type of accents on them, but it's not because we don't hear British accents on majority of those songs. Doesn't mean that you can't sound British on a song. You know what I mean? Of course they can. It's just like French. Have you heard French songs?
They sound
French.
French.
No, the ballads though.
So some are
That's
to
true,
French.
it is.
Some are not in French. Some are in English and they have
They
British
sound
and French
French.
accents.
French.
They sound French.
You can change like your.
I've heard French
Ed
songs.
Sheeran sounds British as well. He sounds British.
Yeah, I definitely sounds
It
British.
sounds British.
Who, Ed Sheeran?
Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran. It doesn't sound American. It doesn't.
You like I was saying, you can sound where you're from, and again, you can get away. See, listen, someone like Adele, you're not gonna argue with that, please. Do you know what I mean? You look at the vocal
Let's say
ability.
that Spotify stop the shuffle.
Yeah,
On
and they stopped the
the
song.
album.
And they stopped.
Yeah,
They stopped the
is
shuffle.
Adele?
Power.
Adele
Do your
is
thing.
different.
Adele, do your thing. You gotta say
different.
sound. Even sound French if you like. We don't mind. You know what I mean? But some other people like get grip. Get grip.
So
Like,
you're from Nav and they sound British.
yeah, man. I think this thing. Let me listen.
You have a better time.
Well, okay. Real quick. Do you man check on your boys?
What do you mean?
Do you like? do you check up on how? If you do check up on your boys,
How do you do it?
how do you do it?
Call you once every 2 months.
I hear it.
Yeah,
I hear it.
Because guys, we're not high maintenance in that aspect. Like that. In comparison
I
to
feel
girls.
because the general, like your average guy isn't high maintenance, so the ones that are, like, they slip through the cracks. Do you get me?
I hear
Guys
you.
that need that kind of attention.
Yeah, we're like, you're not in the circle, man. That's too much.
Yeah, they slip through the cracks. Because you're talking about that message this week, yeah? Do you see, there was a guy that literally wrote a paragraph this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Paragraph.
He wrote
Where? And he posted it.
no, as in he wrote his last letter.
Oh, really?
Suicide.
Yeah, I thought that's what you're referring to.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
He
No, no.
wrote his last paragraph on Twitter and really killed himself.
Oh, damn.
You get me? Oh? No, because of that, but it's just like.
Stuff going on in his life.
I thought maybe it's,
Oh
it's
no,
in
no,
that vein.
no, it's not in that vein. It's just he was going through he's going through his own thing, and he just put out. Yeah, he was just going through his own thing, and he just put out his like final notes. Most people would write it on a piece of paper or whatever, but
You put online.
his was a Twitter post, and that was
And what,
it.
he just killed himself after?
Yeah, literally. I can send it to his later if you want, but
Hey, what's that?
it's
I think
crazy.
that's a thing. Like you see with
Because like he and then in his letter as well, he was apologizing to everyone. Kind of, it was basically saying to people that he was saying don't feel bad for anything. Like you've helped me whatever way you are capable of. But obviously, certain people I know you'll be able to help him as much as he needed. Did you get me?
Yeah.
And he's going through going through his own shit.
Yeah.
Do you check on your boys?
I think again, I think I do, but I think the way I do it is not. It wouldn't be like,
It's not effective.
yo, bro. Yeah, no, not even that it's not effective. It's not. It's never really a yo, bro. What's the story? Where you go? I call.
Yeah.
What,
I don't call you and tell you I'm just calling to check up on you.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
Hey, I was gonna.
Yeah, well, I'll find out. Do you know
find
what I mean? But like, it's like I called one of my boys, recent, yeah, and then I found like even
Sorry, another thing as well, though, guys wouldn't volunteer information like that. Anyway.
exactly. That's
Speak for yourself.
guy, no,
speak
but no.
for your-
What
yourself.
would you do? If I was to call and check up on you and be like, yo, how are you doing? You don't volunteer for
No, but no,
I
it's not
say
even.
shit all the time.
It's not even that you're calling to say how far. Like but I'm calling to check up on you. It's more so sometimes like, okay, when you say guys don't usually volunteer information, I understand what you mean by that. Because so I called one of my guys and it's like, I was reading between the lines of like, yeah, this dude's not all right. When you realize the guy's not like, he's not leaving his house, he's not,
Yeah, you're looking at his parents.
getting,
character is different,
things
his
are different.
mannerisms are different.
He's not all right. Do you know? So I had to understand that. Okay, yeah, he might not be all right. Do you know what I mean? So now my conversation changes a little bit, slightly. You know, normally it's half an hour. What you saying? What we're trying to do? Trying to go out, link up this week or whatever it is. But now it's more like half an hour. Half an hour. That thing that you were talking about that time. Yeah, I realize you're not talking about it anymore. Or what's the story with this area? Blah blah blah. And then when you're having those conversations and you're asking certain questions, he now begins to like volunteer a bit more. Like, I can't lie to you,
As long
bro.
as you're just poking.
Yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say? But then I think
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, a guy wouldn't just be like,
Off
yeah,
the
man,
bat,
how,
yeah.
how far now? Well, I'm not doing good.
yeah,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Do
you get what I'm saying?
You're not gonna.
No one does that though. Like,
Yeah.
you have to kind of like.
No, but that's the
Set
thing.
the
It's
stage
more
for them.
common for a lot of like my female friends anyway. You call them, yo, what's up? Are you alright? No, I'm not good.
yeah,
Straight away.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, okay, now that I know that you're not good, we can all talk about that.
Yeah.
But fella is like, yo, how are...
Wasn't expecting that. Can I call you about that?
It's heavy. That's heavy for me right now.
Yeah, but
to
like
say
a guy is like, yo, are you sure you're all right? Like,
Yeah.
I need to do a lot more work. Like, okay, I know this guy, he's not acting
Yeah.
like he usually does. Something might be
Exactly.
going on there.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? There's a lot
Yeah.
more digging that you have to do.
Why
to
do
even get
you ask though? Why do you ask that?
No, it just came up to like it came across my mind this week. You know, because I called one of my guys and I just realized, yeah, this is probably not all right. You know, and it's just like sometimes, you know, I feel like as guys, even for myself as well, you know, sometimes you go through some madness in your mind, yeah, and it's like it's more time girls will know quicker than the guys. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And sometimes, yes, it's nice talking to a girl about some of your issues, but sometimes you actually just need a manly type of conversation. But I just, bro, I can't lie. This is what's going on. Because like I can open up to a girl about certain things in a certain way that you would understand. Because every time I'm trying to communicate so you can understand what I'm trying to
I
say.
don't have to do that with a guy.
I don't have to do it with guys sometimes. You know,
The tax of peace.
yeah, exactly. Do you understand?
It's like-
So when I'm talking to a guy, it's kind of more so like he gets it. And
can
he
just talk about it clean.
Straight, yeah.
Pragmatic
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
most guys, even when they're going through shit, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Never does, yeah.
It never looks like
Yeah.
it. You still be laughing
That's
the
because
same
we
way.
can't compartmentalize. It's like, okay, I'm going through shit, but like I want to go out and be okay because like this shit's not going to follow me there.
yeah.
Was
Oh,
that
but when
healthy?
you're going through some madness, I found when I'm going through some madness in my mind, yeah, super hard for me to function. Like I could be in the studio trying to edit. I can't bring myself to edit because my mind is
All over the
everywhere.
place, yeah.
Like, you know, when you got that text, it couldn't work. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible sometimes because it's like, bro, it's heavy. I can't lie, it's very, very heavy. But yeah, that's something that I feel like, especially as guys, it's something that we should do a bit more. Like,
Intentionally.
and again, I'm not saying call your boys and be so be like, yo, check it up on your bro, but let them like. It's nothing wrong with letting your boy know that, bro, whatever it is, I'm around.
You're there if they
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm about. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like most times I don't feel like that needs to be said.
No.
Like, unless you feel like you need to hear it. I don't feel like I need it.
I don't feel like you need to do that in our friendship group.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Because we know, but like it's not always obvious to people that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
trying to
I'm
say.
willing to, that I'm willing to talk to you about that gay shit. I'm not. I don't mean that to be. I'm being facetious, but like,
Yeah.
that's how we were conditioned to consider it. You know, like,
Yeah.
my emotion feels some kind of way.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it, but I do.
Yeah.
But like, no, people don't know that. You know,
Yeah.
that you dare to talk about that.
Exactly. That's ladies and gentlemen, we're back with just a small technical difficulty.
Like that clap. Can you like see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spikes up.
There's a double spike there.
Are we?
No, I was like,
Shekinah, has your dating pool changed?
well, since I got rich.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because remember that conversation we're having?
Yeah.
What conversation did you have before I answer the question?
Okay. Go. Say.
No, it's not even. How will I phrase this now? Do you see the same girls now from before?
No, man. It's fire now. It's fire now.
Elaborate.
No, I think the most interesting thing, like having money, especially because like I lived a normal life,
Yeah.
until I was 24, and then all of a sudden, all the girls that I'm double tapping on Instagram are an option to me. Not to say because you have money you can get baddies. It just puts you in the circles that allows you to encounter them.
Yeah.
And then shoot your shot. And I'm lucky
No,
enough
but it's
that
because you have money, though.
I don't,
It is.
No, I don't want to make the relationship between like my money attracts baddies. You know, that's it is anybody can be what they want to believe. I'm not.
It
I'm not
does,
saying
though.
that.
It does, though. It does.
No, it I'm trying not to incriminate myself. No, but obviously no. There are people that are giving me attention that I wouldn't have gotten that attention from otherwise.
Without money, yeah.
Yeah, it's fire though.
But like, does it like
It's fire. It's fire.
leave the phone?
But like it's crazy. It's crazy. But like you,
I think does it has
I don't even know what to
Wait,
go
let
with
him
this
speak.
one. I don't know what. Like I'm like, what can I actually say?
Anything.
How do I phrase this? Having the money so like money is a byproduct of other things. So like to be able to build, wealth or like, the money that I have is a product of like your character, your work ethic, the way you think about life, your mindset. And generally it's hard to get anywhere if you're not at least, nice to people. So you're well, I don't know if every, rich guy is nice, but like so like the byproduct of those things is in my life is money. So like all those things are attractive to women in general, and the money just makes it a little bit more sweet. Money is the makeup.
You can do this.
I'm a good guy, but money is the makeup.
I'm a good guy, though. Don't get twisted.
Money is the makeup. That's what.
twisted. I feel
That's
like
what-
how do you handle the insecurity that brings of like, is she here for me or for my money?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Yeah.
How do you navigate that
You
mentally?
have like I fluctuate between stages where I care and I don't care. Yeah.
I can imagine.
When I don't
I
care,
can imagine.
I'm like,
I don't care.
yeah, fine.
I can
have
imagine.
money, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. But when I do care, it's like, oh my god, this is there's nothing. Honestly, you just have to pray. It's like honestly, I will not get married unless I hear from the Holy Spirit Himself that okay, this is who I plan for you. Because you can't. It's
risky.
people are crazy, man.
That should just take everything and go on.
Oh, it's not even just that one. It's just that you could be with somebody that doesn't really love you, doesn't really. It's not.
Actually, if the Holy Spirit now tells you that Fun cares for you,
And she's not a baddie.
she's not a body you want.
Me and those people have had that conversation.
I'm playing.
I've already told him that.
She has to be.
Yeah.
Shock
can't
you
not be a bad day.
when he does you like, what's that guy? Hosea.
Shock you to marry that.
I ain't never
God
been
already
with a
made
body.
that point. We don't need to relearn that one. He did it once.
Okay, so say now you get confirmation as is this girl still signing the prenup?
Sign a pin-up.
Yeah, regardless if it's God sent.
People can walk out of the will of God. People can walk out of the will of God. I'm not talking about.
I hear it. Oh, because
I would, like very much, like
okay, no.
a lot of people are like very single-minded when they think about prenup. Like me and my ex had this fight 3 days about prenups once. But anyway, that's like the thing is like you calling them a gold digger. But for me, like, I have my parents. My parents don't have pension. I am the
Wait,
pension.
so she didn't want to sign a prenup,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted to sign a prenup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my parents don't have. My sister has special needs.
Yeah.
So I'm taking care of them for life.
Yeah.
So I care about making sure that I'm good forever.
Yeah.
And you should care about that too.
Yeah.
You know, not just for me, but like before I have a family, I have a family. So like it's not a joke. It's not a joke. You sign that.
Like I don't blame anyone who just says like I'm gonna go for a prenup.
I have more of an issue if you don't, to be honest.
What about now? Right, you're with your person now because yours is different. You had money before. You have money before you get married.
When you made the money with her.
You don't have the money. So you don't have the money now. You're with the person, and now you grow together. And now, by God's grace, God now it just he did basa, right? And then it's like you have cash. And again, I think you have more of a argument there where you can say, do you know what? I actually might back out on signing this prenup because I feel like you are there, you know, through my tough times. You know what I mean? And now, do you know what I mean? You haven't changed now that it's good or whatever it is. But of course, if you were rich before and this person just came, you have. Do you feel like you have some level of like skepticism, even if the Holy Spirit told you that it's this person? Like you feel like,
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like I only realized in the last month
yeah,
that I'm super cynical. I'm like, nah. Like there was this girl I went out with, and like she even bought me a birthday gift and everything, and I was like,
what do you
I
want?
called my business and I said, this guy's playing the long game. It was hard. It's because I'm like people when you talk like this, people make the misconception that I'm such a big deal. No, it's not that I'm the big deal.
Yeah.
The money sits there in my account independently of me, and that in itself is attractive.
Yeah,
So I'm saying like, how many of you are coming to the money instead of me?
Abby.
You know?
Yeah,
And that's what I'm afraid of. But it's hard.
God. That's which problem.
That's what Manny was saying. That's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem.
Don't say.
Like I wouldn't change my life, but like it
I want. That was it. We want that problem.
but like it does complicate your life in a way that you don't like.
Of
realize.
course,
Money's not
but this
the-
complication is not nice. See the complication of poverty.
No, it's not good.
So I was in Dubai last year with my dad,
Yeah.
and then while I was in Dubai, someone texted my girl with like information that only me and her would know because it's stuff that I said to her in our messages.
Yeah.
And that was happening for like a week leading up to that period. And now when I'm now in Dubai and I'm in my room and the phone of my hotel, like the hotel room phone starts ringing. And I'll pick up. The guy says, Shekinah? Nigerian guy. I was like, hey, what's good? He says, we know where you are.
Abby.
Yeah. We know where you live. You owe us 30,000 euro.
30K.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's the amount of people that follow us.
I said, great. So can you just call me back on my mobile number, yeah? And if you can call me back on my mobile number, I'll give you the money. They didn't call me back.
Okay, nah.
But first of all,
Was it a setup?
I don't know. I don't even know what's still today. But first of all, how do you know what hotel I'm in Dubai?
God.
Do you get me? So like the complications of money, like because money in itself is such an attractive entity that there are mad people willing to do mad shit for it.
Yeah.
And the minute it's attached to you,
Yeah.
there are mad people trying to move you out of the way.
Yeah, to get to that
Get
money.
that money.
So there's a lot of and then like the world is full of like crazy people.
Hey.
Thank God I'm not famous. So that was
You might be after today, you know. I'll tell you that.
I only have 30,000 followers.
That's an insult. That's an insult. Only 30,000.
You know, but like imagine I was famous as well. That would change. Like I don't want to be thinking about my own security all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, my sister. So there's complications there that you don't think about.
Yeah.
That
But then again, you have the ability to also like
Fix those problems.
Fix those problems.
really,
Yeah, no. If you say
I
you're
can
super,
stop somebody from stalking me. Yeah.
no, but you can protect your parents.
Yeah, but like
You understand?
Well, you don't want to have to, I guess.
100%. I agree.
You don't want to have to do that.
It's the anxiety of it that really. But like, anyways, first of all, I'm not rich enough to have that kind of problem. You know, it's like I'm not. You know, once you get to like 100 mil, then we can talk about it properly. But like, but still, there's still enough there for someone to say. You know,
Okay, so you have money. Honestly, what is you talking about? Like different levels of richness, different pillars. Anyway, you're talking. Say now. There's again for me, yeah, I'm like, oh, I want to get to this place in my life where I'm able to sort this out, blah, 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 yeah. What are you satisfied, or are you still looking like at going above what you already have right now?
I guess this is like you have to separate your goals from like money, and it's very hard to do that because you can't really separate the two. It's like they're almost like tied together.
Yeah.
So like the things I want aren't money. Money is the cost of the things I want, which is normal. Which is for everybody. So like it's not that like how do I phrase it? It's the like having millions isn't necessarily a destination. Cause like at the end of the, there's so little you can do with money. Because let's say you buy a house, you buy a class house, like, and you can get a class house in Dublin for like $1 million. Buy a class house, you buy a nice car, 70 grand maybe, 100 grand. Let's call it 100 grand.
Maybe an i8.
It may be an i8. Yeah. I'm selling that i8 if anybody wants to.
You think anyone that's watching this was
Just want to buy, hit me up. Maybe you get a Rolex or a few watches, but like, you know, after the first two, you don't really.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
heard
not that
a
fire.
lot. I heard that. a lot.
Yeah, it's not that fire. Anybody here can afford Gucci. So like, if you have a Gucci handbag, like, no. If you have a Gucci handbag, like, how many times does it actually feel special? When you're wearing
the
it?
first three.
How many times does it actually feel special? That's how the i8 feels. That's how the Rolex felt. That's how every Gucci jumper I ever bought felt. And then you realize the material things are like, okay. The material things are exclusively, and I will never let anybody deny this. Exclusively, it is. What's that word I used to use for it? It's
It's for everyone else.
No, it's partially insecurity. It's exclusively. It's just flex. It's just flex.
Okay.
And flex is partially sadistic.
Okay.
It's because like obviously you want to flex on people that you ain't up on this.
Yeah.
Which is you can't afford this shit. Watch me.
Yeah, I can afford it.
Yeah, that's sadistic. Yeah, like why does that bring you? So once you start getting over, okay, so it's not about the luxuries. Okay, it's not about the. There's like what's it about? So like the things I care about is like what am I looking forward to? Is like I already have enough to be comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can go wherever I want. I can be wherever I want to be. I can buy the things I care about that I want to buy. My family is fine. So like once you've done the like comfort level, that okay, I can do anything I really want to do at any point. Then it's like, okay,
Now what's life
do
about?
I really care about buying the most exclusive Rolex? No. So it's okay. So what am I really trying to do in my life? What do I want to do? So like my financial goals are purely based on the things I'm trying to achieve. It's like, okay, so if I like, for example, one of my things is like I want to see how much I can really help people in the world, and I haven't come to like the full idea of how I'm going to do it. But like once I do come to that idea, once I come to that realization, that could cost billions. You know, like real help for people requires systemic investment. You have to invest in systems, infrastructure. You know, like unless you have like 100 million, $1 billion, or you're able to like capitalize a venture for that with that kind of money, you're useless. No, you're not useless. Like it's not gonna happen. No.
Oh God!
The way you said it,
So,
I know what you mean.
So once you go over like 10 mil, it doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't like literally every 1, 2, 10, 30, 40 mil after that doesn't really matter to your life. It's just added levels of luxury.
Okay, so you're saying right now it's more so about the impact that you can make in.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm at a place where I have what I need and what I want.
Yeah.
There's much more you could really
but
do.
but
Do you know what I mean?
you'd have to maintain that level of money as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because you say after that 10 mil, you have to maintain that. Because if it's just dropping 9 mil, 8 mil, yeah.
I mean, there's ways to like. Obviously, it's not like you don't. There aren't $1 million purchases. There are, and people, but most of them are useless.
Yeah.
Unless, there aren't $1 million. There's like $1 million investments, and that will help with the maintenance. But there aren't like, what problem will you really have that will say, I need to spend $1 million now?
It's not, what's that guy that put diamond in his head?
Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, you don't need all that.
He's now blind Pluto.
You know?
He's so
You don't need all
stupid.
that.
Yeah, no, I hear it. So, okay.
So to answer your question, like I do want more, but not for the purpose of like
flexing.
Yeah, not forget flex. No, not for the purpose of I want to buy more shit or I want to have this house. I don't care. It's just like the only reason I want more is so I can do more.
To do like your goals.
Yeah, I want to do, I want to do big things, but like
I hear it.
but that the big things is not what I'm.
Does it buy happiness, boys?
What?
Happiness. Because we always say that money will buy us happiness.
Yeah,
people say that.
No, there's a skill of converting money to happiness. So
yeah.
The more you have, the more happiness you can convert.
Because they always say this. When they get to that money, say, boys, the money is not about the money.
If happiness is going to Spain tomorrow, and just kidding. If you have money, you can do that right tomorrow.
You're
so
money,
money
brings happiness.
No, money doesn't really bring happiness. For example, like if my parents weren't healthy and okay, if my sister wasn't good, like I would not be happy. The money wouldn't even make me feel better. But if I lost all my money today, I can go back home and I'll be fine.
But Shekinah,
and I won't be as upset as I would be if it was like my parents or my family. Obviously, like God forbid.
God forbid. You're broke now and you have all those problems
What do you mean?
that you just mentioned.
My parents' family?
Yeah, you're
okay,
broke
that's
now.
a different level of problem.
You're rich and you have those problems. You're still sad, but you're not as sad.
Yeah, but like no, you're
Broke is another problem to that sadness.
You're not as sad, but like these are different categories of problems. So like actually like personal issues and financial issues weigh on you differently. It's not good to have personal issues and financial issues at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about.
They shouldn't. It's bad for them to conflate, but but like
Let me cry in my mansion.
No, don't cry in the mansion.
No, let me cry in my
if
mansion.
you're crying in the
instead
mansion,
of crying outside on the
that
street.
tear is deep. If you're crying in the mansion, the tear is deep.
Oh God. Oh Lord, my help. In ages past. I hope for years to come. I love that hymn. I actually love that hymn. Oh my God. Oh boys, okay, what's the story for Christmas? What you man? Is it cash loss season?
Everyone's
No one's
birthday
getting presents. My presents is a
in the
present.
shop.
I didn't buy anybody any gift.
Everyone's present is still in the shop.
If they want to, they can go collect it. Yeah, no, it's peak time. Peak time.
It doesn't even feel like Christmas.
I do Christmas shopping like in
January because it's cheaper stuff, isn't it?
It's just easier. Like
Why'd you say it's easier? Like,
shopping centers are full. Everybody's there.
but it's still full in January. It's
not as
mad.
full,
No, it is.
It's not that bad.
It's brazy in January, bro.
The first day of January.
Everyone knows that January is sales month.
Yeah, it's
So everyone
crazy.
flocks to
And if you go late in January, you get the worst, like the
so
leftovers.
February that the shopping center is usually free.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone's truly broke.
Nah, but Christmas has lost its absolute like.
It's lost its meaning.
It's
I
right now.
feel
It's
like
kinda,
Christmas in Ireland especially is very like material.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere now.
Well, I can only speak about Ireland because of like fam. You remember when we was in secondary school? Yeah. These men are talking about I got a bike, I got 2 tracksuits, I got 2 shoes, I got the new PlayStation.
oh yeah.
And the Xbox as well.
yeah.
And a new phone. Where is your mom finding the money?
And she's on the
Because I haven't even gotten a shoe. I've gotten a shirt and trousers so I can wear to church.
I got so angry.
So it's like, how is your mom getting all this
They
shit?
did their Chris
And
Kittle
then-
in church.
And then
So go
that's you and all of your siblings as well.
yeah, all of them. All have
Like
iPhone.
literally one house, there's 4 bikes. How?
No, it happened in Chris Kittle in church last Sunday. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm not a Christmas guy. I don't buy anyone presents. They don't buy me anything. I don't give a rat. But this,
You don't buy a girl presents.
no. When I say anybody, you know what I mean. Mumsy, like, she behave herself. No, but yeah, it was church. So obviously, I'm getting the person I got.
I'm gonna get roasted for that. So you're buying girls presents, but not your mom.
Oh God, leave me
Wow.
now.
Wow.
I won't marry my mom.
Oh, God bless you. Did you hear that?
Come here, bro.
She says I buy his mom presents.
Ladies and gentlemen, Simba.
Wow.
Oh, Simba.
If that mom and daddy are good.
Yeah, no, but so I bought this. No, it wasn't expensive, but something you can say that. Okay, 15 euros.
Substantial.
Something. 15 euros. Something.
15 euro for Chris Gindo.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And then that's fine.
It's
That's
something.
usually the price range.
that's more than you should have spent, to be honest.
Yeah, and then
Wait, in church?
yeah,
That's even too much.
it's not too much.
That's too much.
And my bro, Smiley
church
got like
folk.
a but it's Chris Kindle in church. Smiley got a flipping bird grooming something.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's nice.
Very nice. No, that's what he got as a present.
that's okay.
I'm saying
I
that's
don't- I don't think he
lovely.
needs it, but like, it's nice.
Again, I was thinking give it to me. he has it. I'm thinking okay. So then they're calling names. Bola come out, Nonzo come out. They're calling all the names. I'm thinking okay.
Great.
I go up for my own. I said King David, and it was I went up and then I got the. It was a big thing. It was massive. I said, God, they bless me this year, Sha. I opened that thing. It was blankets. They gave me blankets.
That was probably like 5 euros
Was
as
it at
well.
least like an electric blanket? Or something?
No! Oh God!
Was it
regular
those
blankets.
blankets that are itchy?
five in pennies now. Blanket. Sorry. What would I do with blankets?
It will keep you warm now.
I have enough at home. I can't lie. I was like, look at the blankets.
I was like a bad Chris Gindo present.
And do you know what?
is so
You know the
bad.
problem was? I didn't know who sent it. I was because I wanted to call after the service. Please, whoever sent me this, let me see the office after. Please, I just want to have a word with you, idiot. Honestly, bro, I was pissed.
Well, would you let your kids believe in Santa and Tooth Fairy and stuff?
No, I will believe. I don't believe in Santa. Yeah. Yo, that guy.
That guy.
I was a prick because I didn't believe in Santa. And then there was this one year. There was this one year. I was like, how is everyone getting gifts?
From Santa.
Yeah, and I just couldn't clock. I was like, it must be there. No, what actually tripped me up was this guy came to school with a letter from Santa, and I never put two and two together that his parents just did it for him, because that was the one that I was like,
It changed your perspective.
yeah, I was like, but where did the letter come from? I was like, if Santa's not real, where did he? And I went back home. I said, Uncle, this guy. He said, no, try it now. And this guy fully knowing that Santa's not real. He said, no, try it. I said, cool, yeah, right. I'm gonna ask for 3DS. What's it called? Nintendo 3DS when it first came out back then.
God.
DS, not even 3DS. Nintendo DS back then. And now I wrote the letter. He helped me put everything. I in fact I accidentally wrote South Pole instead of North Pole, by the way.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
That is an important part
You-
of the
you
story.
send it- you
We'll
send it
come
to
back
the
there.
devil.
We'll come back there.
Yeah.
I wrote South Pole. My uncle took me to the post office.
That's
We dropped it inside the post box. We now get home. We now said, sorry. I know. Post box.
Make it a thing, bro. Come on. Roll with it.
Post
Post box.
Box now.
How the fuck do you pronounce it?
He flipped it.
Post box. Yeah, continue.
You say post box. Fucking dope. No. No, we dropped it in the post box, and then it's now Christmas Eve. My uncle now says to me, you know, if you don't sleep early, Santa will not come. I went to go and sleep early. I woke up at 7 a.m., man. I came down. My uncle even slept in the living room. I came down, I was like, and now opened his eyes, say, that didn't come. Fucking try.
Santa miss your house.
Remember, we didn't really do gifts like that when I was a
Oh
kid. So
my
there's no
God.
gifts at all.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
days.
is Saturday come.
Fucking knew. And then I started thinking, I said, oh shit. Is
Yeah.
it North Pole or South Pole? I said, yeah, that's why.
That is a story and a half.
It was only a few years ago that I remember. I was like, oh, this prick.
No, you got you good.
He said,
I'm gonna send his kids coal for Christmas.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
I'm gonna send his kids coal for.
oh my. He will see. He will know. Oh my God. No, that's actually
All
bad.
that Santa talk is rubbish.
So what, you're not going to make your kids believe in Christmas?
They need
Santa?
to grow up fast. Life is hard. You can't believe in Santa. Life is hard.
I may not even do gifts for Christmas. Yeah.
Why?
I won't go that far.
I'll do gifts for your birthday, and then like I'll find a system to give you other gifts during the year, so that you know that this Christmas is about Jesus. I'm not saying that the kids they will have everything they want. But Christmas
It's about Jesus. It's about his
Because I
verse.
didn't get that flamboyant commercial Christmas as a kid.
What you got to do, come to ye faithful.
We spent.
Joyful, triumphant.
There's maybe 5 Christmases max in my life that I didn't spend it in church.
That's when you're older.
Bro, Christmas every year, church,
Max.
and then Pastor. Oh God.
They now call it love feast, love call. When the aunties are fighting for pop off.
Church is too funny, man. God, nah. I would definitely I would still definitely.
No,
like,
I'll
celebrate
keep that
Christmas.
alive. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Or is it just?
It's just
is
no,
it
no,
just Santa?
I'll do it because I didn't get it. I'll do it because I.
So
didn't.
you are living through your kids.
Yeah, vicariously. Is it?
Like,
Yeah,
Seriously
of
to
course.
your
Why
kids.
not? It's not
It's living through your kids. Cause
I'm not buying
sorry,
your children presents. I'm not buying your children presents. So.
Nah, I
I
was talking to one of my guys. He said he doesn't. He's not celebrating Christmas. I was like, what the hell? And then he goes,
Pagan.
Pagan, yeah.
He's pagan. As atheist or pagan?
No, he's not
No,
pagan.
okay,
It's
sorry.
Christmas is pagan.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I was like, oh, I understand where like.
I hear where it's coming from.
So a
but
lot
like,
of people say it, but
relax, man. It's fun.
it's one of them ones, isn't it?
It's a good laugh, like German.
Yeah, it's good to laugh, yeah. Anyways, boys, coming to the end of the podcast.
Are you sleeping?
No, I have a headache from that story, man. That's such a.
Nah, he actually took you. He took you on a wild
He
ride.
took a piss out of you, bro.
Took you on a wild ride.
And that's something I would do, you know. I love it.
To the post office.
Knowing full well that sometimes not real.
Because Santa didn't come.
Oh, man. But yeah, where's your head at, anyways? Start with Tommy, you know.
Bro, I'm just chilling, man. I used to prepare for this question.
Yeah, now I don't actually care
Nah, I
about
don't
this.
care anymore.
It's actually a very important part of the show, you know.
Yeah, where's your head at?
Where's your head at? In general,
I'm good.
enjoyed.
Check on my boys. It's very important.
Did what the show you went to yesterday?
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah.
I think it's very good. I think Majola knows how to put on a good show.
Yeah.
Very good show.
Wait, was it?
Did he organize that?
Yeah, it's.
I'm just-
I think he has a record company,
Chamomile,
Chamomile.
yeah.
Chamomile.
What was it?
Records or
His
something.
own show? Like, was he?
It was like Chamomile Records put on the show, but like
He's really good at those stuff because he did
did he-
Cleavage Club before.
Closed.
I think it was him actually. It might have been him.
I thought it was that other.
Abby.
No, that the other rapper,
No.
Malachi.
Malachi.
Malachi is sick, by the way. Malachi was before those two lads.
Yeah, I love his vibe.
Yeah, Malachi is really cool.
Yeah.
But the show was sick though. The vibe was the vibe was crazy. The vibe was crazy.
How about yourself?
Wow.
Sorry.
Where's your head
I
at?
got a text from a guy I didn't expect to text me. She said, "Hey, miss me? Question mark."
Abby. You know, I hear big head.
Hey, what do you want?
There's the cynic.
Because I come early.
You see the cynic in him. He said how much?
Well, yeah, what's your head at?
You know what? Sorry, I did a slight digression, but like it's kind of this is where my head is at right now. I was thinking, is what that thing we spoke about yesterday. How do I phrase this? I was talking to one of my friends recently, and I was saying to him that there seems to be a new breed of like Black Irish in the Christian community.
Oh,
What do you mean?
A new breed. So when we were kids, there are those that they caught it. Okay, you see this one, mommy and daddy like you. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Those ones, they are good in church. They pray. They are speaking in tongues.
Okay.
Yeah, like okay, look, yeah, fine, whatever.
caught it
Yeah,
from young.
Yeah, you caught it young. And then
You
there
haven't
are-
deviated.
and then there are the other ones like us.
Abby.
Like,
Outside is
I
okay.
can't be here for life, but like I have,
can't be
to,
outside for
I have to
life.
be serious eventually.
Yeah.
You know, it's there itching at back, but like, God, no pussy, you know. that's most people's biggest vice.
Yeah.
But it seems like now there's like a lot of people that just don't believe. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
In the Black Irish community.
Yeah, they just don't believe.
Yeah, man.
It's very.
Again, we were talking about a bit about it last week. Like, there's a lot of. I think in about 5-10 years we'll see how many we'll see the real mistakes of the Black African church in Ireland.
Yeah, I don't want to phrase it that way.
But we will.
It's called. It is mistakes because they didn't do the right thing, but it's not their fault.
It is.
There was no way. There was no way they could have done it. There was
No,
they,
you could.
They were not set up for success.
No. He's giving me examples of certain things that has happened to him
To me, and the reason
from the church.
Yeah.
That like makes me say that it is their fault.
It's complete. You see when you neglect.
Let me just tell you why I'm saying
Go ahead,
it's not
go
their
ahead.
fault.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to like create the context of someone like me, you know, and David and Laulu that grew up in the Western world with a full understanding of like what it means to be like Western and like the ideologies that Western people have. Because like you went to school, you spend like 7 hours a day with white people, and then you now spend your other 3 hours at home,
Yeah.
and then you're now in that very very different culture in church,
Yeah.
and like the things that kind of person needs is very different to the things that the kind of person that grew up in Nigeria needs 30 years ago and even today.
Yeah.
So like
my problem.
expecting those group of people to now create a Christian ecosystem conducive for our type of ummah. It's beyond them.
I
It's not their
completely
fault.
understand that, right? But it's almost like giving a parent a good excuse or saying you're pardoned because you never had a child
No,
before.
I'm not saying they're pardoned. I'm saying at a certain point you just have to acknowledge that. Look,
Again,
these people could not have done better. They didn't have.
No, they could have.
I don't think they could.
No, okay, let me tell you my perspective on that. Yeah, you see with like the church, also like our parents and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's one thing to like I'm not saying they should have trained us in a perfect way because they couldn't have, right? I understand that, but then there is a level of ignorance that you have to completely ignore. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when like it comes to you're living in Europe now, right? You don't have to be a genius to understand you're living in Europe and this is not Nigeria anymore. You don't have to be a genius. It's not something that takes 10 years in school to understand European life. I'm not saying you didn't need to understand European life completely, but you have to understand that there has to be some level of change. And your child is going through something that you did not, like, is being raised in the same way, in a different way that you were raised, in a different environment. It doesn't take a genius to understand that.
I agree, but like you're not accounting for the level of education that these people are coming from. Do you know what I mean? There's so much that
you don't have to be a genius to understand.
But like even the idea of like thoughtfulness, like all the emotionally thoughtful things that is normal to us is not normal in African culture.
Okay, but then again, this is like going back to the.
It's not about like it's actually not even about like level of intelligence or being a genius.
I'm not talking about
just
level.
about like.
Okay, even going back to maybe let's take away from the church for a second.
Yeah.
A parent,
Go on.
right? He didn't understand all these emotional intelligence when they were growing up because they were just taught with a rod. Right? And then you see the abuse that young African people have to go through, like from the parents, right? Because of the lack of emotion. Now you can't. Again, I understand you were taught a certain way, but then to now project that on your child is you don't have to have like amazing IQ.
Yeah, but you're assuming that those people knew better and like they knowingly subject, like in their mind, they're not subjecting the child to anything. They are training this child the way they should be trained.
Yeah.
So here's one. If I talk about how I didn't, and I wasn't like beaten that much as a kid. But like,
you're being
asshole.
yeah. Same.
But if I talk about the beating I've received in front of my like white friends or my white colleagues,
you got killed.
they would be like,
you got abused.
fuck.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, that's part of me is like, yeah, I deserve that one though. You're like no, it's fine, it's normal. Like, and that was with the level, but there's level of beating. That's like, okay, this is a bit much. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So obviously, like imagine like what is normal to your parents. That's like, oh no, I deserve that. And they're not saying, they're not transfer that, okay, well, this is how I should do it.
The reason I will just have to disagree on that is because my mom got to a stage in her life. My mom's from a village that's still not on the map in Nigeria, right? So no great education or anything, but find a way here. I was able to say at age 10, David, she sat down and had a first time. Because
your mom's unique.
No, you can't say my mom's unique because but there's other parents like that as well. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's not
let me finish it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like my mom was able to say, let me sit down and understand you and talk. So we began to talk, right? No, wait.
Room of 100 black kids. How many of them would say,
you're probably
my
one
parents asked me enough questions to understand me? How many of them would say?
Again. I'm not saying that.
That's so.
No. Let me finish. Yeah. let me end it. Right. My mom had there wasn't anything not the Holy Spirit that told her anything. She had, okay, do you know what? Let me sit down and talk. And I'm not the only person I've talked about this with. Some people have amazing relationships with their parents because they sat down and understood their child, right? Now, this, again, I'm not saying this is a norm for everybody. Yeah. But then when we completely take responsibility off the parent and say, oh, they just didn't understand, then like that's where I feel like the problem is. You say, you have no responsibility because you came from a different place, a different country. But then there is some people in this came from the same scenario that was able to say, do you know what? Let me understand this kid.
You know, I don't disagree that you shouldn't take away like the responsibility.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that like retrospectively looking back now, you just have to acknowledge that person couldn't have done better. They just didn't know.
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
You only act on the things you know. So like if you're learning as you go along, bear in mind, by the way, they're not just learning on the job. They're learning how to like parent a child who didn't come from their culture in a new environment where they have to account for so many variables. So like but actually, there's only just a few of you. Actually, maybe not you. But like so many of my friends have said to me, like, my little sister is getting the life that I wish I had when I was a kid because baby number 1, 2, and 3 were child ones.
Yeah,
you know
true.
So like, if you only have 2 kids, you didn't.
Yeah.
There's no third chance. But that's proof that okay, these people can learn, but like you have to go through it first.
But wait, why does it take some parents like? They come to that acknowledgement quicker than others, and they break the cycle.
Here's one: there's so many things that you know now that you look back and you're like, oh, fuck me, that was right. You see what I mean? Why did it take you 25 years?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, you say, why did it take them so long? You can't really ask why did it take you so long to learn anything. It's just it's not even
no. But then there was also being ignorance. You see, if a child is
ignorance isn't a choice. Ever, in my opinion.
Okay.
Ignorance is never really a choice.
Okay, what is ignorance then?
So ignorance is the lack of like knowledge or understanding about something.
Okay,
like,
I'm talking about ignorance in the sense of I'm telling you something and you're choosing to disregard it.
Which is very common.
Like, I'm sure a lot of parents will have conversations with other parents and they'll see how they treat their kids. And it's not the same way they're treating their kids, but they're going to say, that's the wrong way to raise your child.
Yeah.
Have they not learned something there? But they're being ignorant to the fact that this is because they're so stuck in their ways.
I don't want to argue this one too much, but like it's not. They haven't they haven't learned it until they've learned it. Do you know what I mean? Until it clicks. There's so many things you've heard over and over again, and it's one specific day that
okay. Let's go practical again, right? Like, so you're offending.
Do you know what I mean? It takes a while to deep.
No, because
not
Shekinah, yeah. You see when we excuse stuff like that.
Go through it.
No, but okay. Say you're offended.
I'm not excusing it. I'm trying to say I understand why it happened.
Say you're offending your girlfriend or your wife or whoever it is repeatedly, right? And she's trying to teach you a lesson about like, yo, this is what you're doing. Are you telling me that? If it takes you 25 years to learn that lesson,
wrong with you.
only learned it in 25 years? Or is there an ignorance in that she's telling you the same thing over and over again and you're choosing not to listen?
You're taking that specific situation that you've created and say, 25... There are very few lessons that it took our parents 25 years to learn.
I'm saying my premise is ignorance to a constant message. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So you're constantly being told, Mom, this is or the youth in the church are constantly telling the leaders, this is what we're going through. This is what I remember. Like conferences, they have conferences for children, thinking that this is what they need. But then in that conference, the child is telling you, I'm going through depression, and you're saying it's your phone.
Depressed, yeah.
It's your phone, right? So
I agree that's
what I'm talking about. So when you have young people who today are like, I don't want to have anything to do with the church. I understand that you got ignored.
No, yeah. I see what you're saying. I understand. Sorry, I'm saying I understand both sides. I'm just saying that like people will live and make those mistakes. So, for example, you're talking about the kids are saying this and they're not really hearing. Like there are variables here that you're not considering. So for there's a pollutant in that conversation, which is that adult is thinking to himself like, I'm not really sure where you're coming from, because like you kind of have to take things that kids say not as 100% thought out. You're like, okay, where's the reality in the picture here? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like when they're constantly like taking 40% of the shit you say because like that's she doesn't understand because she's a kid, and that is true. Mm-hmm. There's like I'd say like 40% of your thought process has changed in the last 10 years, or in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if they're doing that all the time, one day they're gonna take out the wrong thing will enter that 40%. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like I'm not saying that they did the right thing or that like it isn't. I have said it isn't their fault, but I'm gonna retract that. It is their fault to a degree, but I don't believe that these people could have done better.
That's what we'll just disagree on.
I don't think they could have done better.
Yeah.
I don't think that they were,
Because some did do better and some
I don't think
didn't.
they were equipped with the life experience, the knowledge, the education, the emotional intelligence. Like Nigeria is not a place where emotional intelligence is a thing. You learn that here.
I understand
You
it.
learn that here.
I understand it. But again, we said some people learn quicker than others, and the people that decided not, like again,
I disagree that anybody decided not to learn because the idea that they decided not to learn.
that's where I disagree.
No, because like very few people are like wicked in the sense that like I'm not going to learn this shit that I know will better my son's life or my kid's life. People don't think that way. But some people do, and they are but like I'm assuming that most of the people around us, most of our parents didn't think that way. Like they literally everybody thinks they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, 100%. I
Everybody
agree.
thinks
I
they're
agree.
doing the right thing. So like, apart from the fact that we're all humans, we have bad habits, we make mistakes. Apart from the places where they fell short because of like their own personal human nature, at every point of the way, every time they decide I'm going to do this instead of this, they actually.
I understand. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, but my point is, in a world where somebody thought they were doing the right thing and they were making decisions and nobody can make perfect decisions.
Yeah.
Why would you then say that they could have done better? No, they couldn't.
Yeah,
that was
I understand
that was the
it.
limit of their ability.
I understand it. Yeah, no, I understand
Yeah,
it. We're just gonna agree to disagree on it, but I understand.
Yeah,
I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But before let's run out.
Anyway, sorry.
Where's your head at?
Anyway, that's where my head was at.
That's a good one. That's a good.
Yeah,
very good.
was
I think
long.
it's a deep conversation actually. To be honest.
I heard that Black History Month shouldn't be a month.
Oh,
Should be all the time.
love that.
It shouldn't be a month. Because when it's
How long
time,
should it be?
it shouldn't be.
I like
it,
that. I
it shouldn't
agree.
be
I
a
agree with him as
focus.
well.
Why is it a focus? Are we special?
We
Why
are-
is it,
we are,
when it's
Tyler.
Black History Month, you do all these events, and then when Black History Month finishes, the
Don't care
world
about,
goes
we
back
don't
to
care about
normal.
the black people anymore.
Well, I agree.
Do you think it's just a celebrating
I
black
disagree.
celebrating Black history?
Like the sentimental value of Black History Month, I don't give a fuck about. Let me be honest with you. I don't care. Mostly because like I didn't live that life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
None
get
of us
you.
are American.
Yeah.
You know?
Black History Month
None
feels a
of us
lot more
are like
American.
British.
Though.
And like racism in Ireland I don't know everybody's experience of racism, but racism in Ireland is not American racism.
There's American brand.
Do you know it's not? So like for me, like Black History Month isn't. I'm not emotionally tied to it, but like I do think there's value. Maybe like one out of every 100 businesses that get some special opportunity that they wouldn't have gotten
Without it being a Black History Month thing.
during Black History Month will then capitalize on that exposure and do something great. Do you know what I mean? So I think the impact of Black History Month, is good because it gives people opportunities that they wouldn't get otherwise. But
I'm
like,
like, if
the
there-
sentimental
if-
value,
Yeah.
If there wasn't Black History Month, some black people would not get any exposure at all, though. Do you get me?
in fact, for that reason alone,
It's a reason for some people to get exposure. That
yeah.
they wouldn't
And also
otherwise get.
the idea here is that like
Celebrate,
black people started off on the on the wrong foot or not wrong foot, like we started off behind
disadvantage.
society. With a disadvantage. So like you're giving people advantages, that they wouldn't
For
get
1
otherwise.
month.
No, but like,
I understand it. I'm with you. I agree. I disagree. Again.
These guys are complaining too much. Let's just give them a month.
Yeah, I get it.
One
I
month
agree.
a year,
30
you are more
days.
special than everybody else. Come on now.
It's
Raise
bullshit.
your head up.
Me, load of places, but yeah, there's actually think there's like a class conversation. It's like 2 hours, isn't it? Yeah. Serious convo, yeah.
Deep one.
Straight in, boys, well.
Anyway,
Yeah. Next week, yeah. See you.
In the pocket.
Have a
Stay
good
in the
one, yeah.
pocket. Don't get out of the pocket.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez. Are you finished?
It's done.
Correcting the caption.
For audio.
Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give away 10k
You're not
naira.
recording again.
Cameras are video too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
10k naira.
How much is that? 20 euro.
A special Nigerian guest.
That's two meals in Charlie's. Actually, Charlie's is more than 10 euro now.
It's like 15.
Fucking inflation. Man.